everyone. Welcome back to Forever Hydration and Wellness, where health matters. I'm Nurse T, your favorite MP. And if I'm not your favorite MP, I will be by the end of this month. I
All
am.
right, y'all. Some of you have asked for a SMART Goal Setting Worksheet, and I just have one question. Are you really ready to be smart about your goals, or are we still here making I'll start Monday promises? Because let's be honest, some of our past goals have been more like I'm going to drink more water, I'll wake earlier to work out, or I want to exercise more often. But not today. Today, we're getting smart, not just in theory, but in execution. We're talking specific, measurable, achievable, obtainable, relevant, and time bound, also known as no more, I'll figure it out later energy. So let's dive into this worksheet, break it down, and make sure your goals actually work for you, not against you. And if nothing else, at least we'll all be slightly more organized than we were 5 minutes ago. So let's do this. All right, let's start with number one. You don't need a pen or paper. I will have this worksheet available in the bio for you to upload or download. If you have any issues with that, please let me know. I can email it to you so that you have the worksheet. So let's go ahead and start with identifying your main health, wellness, and your general goal. You want to write down one or two primary goals you want to focus on. Like I told you before, the vision boards have all these great goals and ideas and things that we want to do for ourselves for the upcoming year. But we're going to be smart about our goals and make them very specific so they are obtainable, achievable, and you can knock it off your list and move on to the next goal. So let's focus on one or two primary goals. I put one of my goals to give you an example. I will run 1 mile before weightlifting exercises 3 days per week for 4 weeks. Number two, why is this goal important to you? Really think about what's the reason the goal matters. Is it going to help you stay motivated? Of course it is, especially when you are facing those obstacles. So put your reasons and your benefits. So for me, let me tell you, I'm going to be honest. October, November, December, my favorite months. I told you guys in the last video, I love cake. I love cookies. October is the beginning of when we get all these cookies and cakes and brownies. And I indulge in October, November, and December. So for me, my reason and my benefit is one, to help me get on my weight management. And to be very specific, the benefit is I need to lose 8 pounds that I picked up since October. I don't know about y'all, but I know for me since October, I picked up 8 pounds and I got too much junk in my trunk and I need to get rid of that junk in the trunk, if you get what I'm saying. All right, number three, make it smart. So you can review the acronym. Remember, I told you in nursing school and nurse practitioner school, we have so many things that we need to remember. So we use acronyms to help us remember, say, side effects for current, medications that we are prescribing patients. So you can review that. And I'm just going to go and really get into how to break down SMART in your goal. So to give you an example, many of us create a goal like this. I want to exercise more often. But that's not going to help us really obtain our goal. It's not telling us how often, it's not telling us how we're going to do it. And then the other thing is, we don't have a deadline, we don't have a time frame. So we really want to break our goal down so that it makes sense and we can achieve it and do it. So in the goal that I have for myself, specific, you really want to be specific. So when it comes to the exercise portion, you want to make sure you're saying what it is you're doing. So I'm going to run or I'm going to jog, and I'm also doing the weightlifting. So here, I'm being clear about what it is that I want to achieve. Now, measurable. So in your goal, you want to make sure you can track your progress. So how are you going to do that? So my goal is measurable for me because I said that I'm going to run or jog 1 mile. I'm going to do this 3 times a week, and I'm going to do it for 4 weeks. So I'm going to use a workout calendar that I have. I have check boxes for the days of the week, and I will make sure that I'm checking those boxes for the 3 days that I've exercised. Moving on to achievable and obtainable. So with your goal, you want to make sure your goal is realistic. Let's realistically, create these goals. I know for me, I have to wake up early. I have kids. I told you I'm a mother, I'm a wife. I have kids that I have to wake up early and take them to school. So what's realistic for my goal is that I can jog or run before I go to my weightlifting class because I have to wake up early anyways, and I have a few hours before my class. so that I can jog, run either around my neighborhood or at the gym. And just remember all of this stuff when you're really putting together your goals and really making these lifestyle changes. Remember, it's all about mindset. So you got to get in your head to, change. Like I don't like running. I really don't. But in my mind, I'm going to love running because it's going to help me lose all that junk in my trunk and I'm going to get down those 8 pounds. You hear what I'm saying? So relevant. Make sure your goals align with your values and your lifestyle. So my goal is aligning with my lifestyle because I wake up early to take my kids to school. I can run before I go to the gym, either at my house in my neighborhood, or I can go to the gym and hop on that treadmill. Lastly, for the SMART breakdown is time bound. So with that, set your deadline, your time frame. And my goal, I have that. I did say that I want to run 1 mile. I'm going to do it 3 days a week, and I'm going to do it for 4 weeks. One thing I did too, just to really see how much time I had before my classes, I ran a mile, and depending on how motivated I am, it's either I'm on a speed of 3 to 5. I'm not any faster than that at this point in time, but I found that it takes me about 12 to 15 minutes to run that. So I know, if anything, it's going to take me at the minimum 12 minutes, at the max 15 minutes for me to run that mile. Now, moving on to number 4, our action steps. Ooh, these action steps are very important. So list 2 to 3 small steps to reach that goal. So, hey, I said I'm going to set my alarm earlier. So I'm waking up 60 minutes earlier to make sure that I'm ready to go to the gym, ready to run around the block after I've dropped my kids off from school, instead of I drop my kids off from school, come home, take a shower, get dressed, or put on my workout clothes, and then, because that cuts into my time. Moving on to 5, anticipate challenges and solutions. So identify what might get in your way. Like I said, life happens. Lifes. We be life in these streets, So just remember, you always want to brainstorm solutions to prepare for the challenge that may come ahead. And once you prepare for it, then you know how to resolve it, right? So for me, it's the lack of motivation. I just told you well, my mindset has changed. I do really love running, but sometimes it's cold outside. And after I've taken my kids home, instead of going to the gym, I'd rather stop off at my favorite coffee shop, go get me a hot, sugary beverage, and then come home and sit on my couch and watch a movie on, Netflix. But I'm anticipating the challenge and I have the solution to it. I know that I'm not going to do that. I'm going to either run with my husband because he's exercising, or either I'm going to meet somebody at the gym and I'm going to work out with them. Now, moving down to number 6, accountability and support. Who or what will help you stay on track? So as I mentioned in the previous video, we have these beautiful smartphones that can do everything. They have the tracking apps for us. They have calendars for us. Or either, if you want, you can do like I'm doing old school, use a calendar and check the boxes off in the calendar. Number 7, check-in dates. You want to make sure you have your check-in points so you can evaluate your progress. For me, I am working out each week for 4 weeks. So my check-in date is going to be every Sunday. My final check-in date is going to be 4 weeks from the start date. And lastly, celebrate your milestones. Remember that it's so important to not do the negative self-talk. We want to be positive. We want to encourage ourselves and motivate ourselves to obtain our goals. So make sure you plan for small rewards. Don't make it food, especially if you're on this healthy journey. Find something else that improves your mental health and improves your overall wellness. So for me, since I'm exercising, I'm going to plan to get a massage because my muscles are going to be fatigued and sore. And a massage is a great way to enhance mental health as well as just restoring those muscles. All right, you guys, we did it. We officially survived the SMART Goal Setting Worksheet, which means we are now 37% more organized and at least 12% less likely to set goals like be rich by Friday with no actual plan. So we're making progress. Now, if you actually fill this out and follow through, future you is going to thank you. If not, well, future you might still be stuck in the I'll start Monday cycle. And listen, we both know Monday is getting real tired of our excuses. So let's make those specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound goals happen. And if you need motivation, just remember every goal starts with one small step, like writing it down and not losing the paper. That's it for today. Go forth and be great, creating a new you in this new year. And if all else fails, at least pretend to have your life together. It's worked for me so far. Catch y'all next time.